Caught in the complexities of putting together proof of your financials for the EB-5 visa? Seeking to secure your future with a green card? Well, let's dive into the process of preparing financial documentation for the EB-5 visa. Welcome to Direct U.S. Immigration's channel, where you get direct access to our most up-to-date immigration and global mobility space. I'm an immigration attorney with almost a decade's worth of experience, and today we're going to talk about frequently asked questions for proof of the lawful source of financial funds for the EB-5 visa. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Maitreya Brown, and I'm a U.S. immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. I'm also the principal attorney at Direct U.S. Immigration, where we work with clients in all 50 states and around the world. Before we start, click on the like and subscribe button to follow our Immigration Hub to get the latest immigration information that could be vital to your case. Now let's talk about some questions. Here's one question. So my business is over 10 years old, so how do I document the source of funds utilized to start my business? I have declared income on my tax return to substantiate savings of $900,000. Won't my tax returns be enough to document my source of funds? So in short, tax returns alone are not sufficient. If this business is being used for the EB-5 process, you will need to document the source of funds used when opening the company. This can include, but is not limited to, tax returns, bank statements, loan agreements, gifts, and more. Generally speaking, transactions within 5 years require direct documentary evidence such as tax returns, service contracts, bank statements, etc., while transactions beyond 5 years are more likely to be able to rely on indirect evidence such as affidavits. But with that being said, I highly recommend having as much direct evidence as possible, even after the most 5 recent years, if you can obtain it, because USCIS is known for going back 10, 20, and even 30 years, often sometimes when there are gaps or inconsistencies. Another big question is, how and when did you earn this money? What services were you paid to perform? What taxes did you pay? Where have the after-tax funds been since you earned them until today? So USCIS will want to know exactly where the funds were earned, including on whether taxes were paid on the funds earned, and this includes taxes required to be paid in the US and or globally. The next question is, do I need to provide source of funds of the very first real estate purchased or company opened? How do I provide documents required to prove that source if the source is outside of document retention period? And what if the sale or purchase transactions were made with cash? Now, if you are using money from the first real estate or company opened for the EB-5 investment, you will need to show evidence that the funds were lawfully obtained. Generally speaking, transactions within 5 years require direct documentary evidence such as tax returns, service contracts, bank statements, etc., while transactions beyond that 5 years are more likely to be able to rely on indirect evidence such as affidavits. But with that being said, I highly recommend having as much direct evidence as possible, even after the most recent 5 years, if you can obtain it, because USCIS is known for going back 10, 20, and even 30 years, and often sometimes when there are gaps or inconsistencies. If a sale or purchase was made in cash, USCIS will want to know who the cash was from and where the cash came from. This can include the ID of the person who paid in cash as well as how they earned the cash. The next question is, how and when did you buy this asset? Where did you get the money to purchase it? When and to whom did you sell it? What was your gain? What taxes were paid? Where have the after-tax funds been since the capital event until today? So USCIS will want to know exactly where the funds were earned, including on whether taxes were paid on the funds earned either in the US or globally. And again, this is very important information that USCIS would like to know. The next question is, do I need to document the source of funds utilized by my donor for the purchase of assets? My relative died intestate, so how do I provide evidence of inheritance? Can I borrow utilizing my inheritance or collateral? In short, yes, you will. Examples of acceptable evidence include wills, court documentation, attorney affidavits, death certificates, bank records, and employment verification letters, etc. Yes, inherited property can be used as collateral for an EB-5 investment, but the applicant must provide legal proof of the inheritance, such as a will or trust. The applicant must also show that they lawfully obtained the share of the property. For example, if the applicant inherited a share of a resort from their parent who was the original owner, the application must include, the parent's will and death certificate. The next question is, how and when did you obtain these funds? Who gave them to you? What was your relationship to the person who gave them to you? Was the gift or inheritance properly reported? What transfer taxes were paid, if applicable? So again, USCIS will want to know exactly where the funds were earned, including on whether the taxes were paid on the funds earned. This includes taxes required to be paid in the US as well as globally. The next set of questions are, is a bank loan without collateral the easiest option? How feasible is it? So basically, be prepared to document the source of funds surrounding repayment of the loan. Can I simply state that the funds are a gift from friends or family? So as of a somewhat recent decision in 2020, unsecured loans can be used for the EB-5 investments, but realistically, they might be hard to find. Additionally, being able to show source of funds to pay back the loan are required. Simply stating that funds are a gift from family or friends is not sufficient. Pieces of evidence that you would need to show include their ID, a statement surrounding the gift, and how that individual lawfully obtained the funds that they are gifting to you. The next set of questions are, how and when did you buy this asset? Where did you get the money to purchase it? Who is the lender? What are the terms of the loan? Has the loan been properly secured? Is the collateral sufficient? So USCIS will again want to know exactly where the funds were earned, including on whether taxes were paid on the funds earned, whether the taxes are required to be paid either within the US or globally. So thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to check out the caption below this video. We've got questionnaires for different types of visas so that we can help you determine which visa is most appropriate for you. And if you're traveling soon, we also have a list of some of my travel favorites. So I hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe if this content or information helps you in any way. Comment below if you want me to talk about something in specific, and share this resource widely because you never know who needs answers to these questions. Additionally, if you have any specific questions about this video as they pertain to your unique circumstances, please schedule a consultation with us, also at the link below, and I'll see you in the next video.